Hey, 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 and welcome back. If you have not been here already, or you have, but you haven't done this yet, go ahead, do it. Today we're going to be talking about toxic terms, part 1. This is really going to benefit you if you are new to this whole concept of toxic people. A lot of people in the community use certain terms to describe behaviors because these people are creatures of habit, okay? They do the same thing over and over again in the same way. And once you know about it, they're actually really, really predictable and totally pathetic. But in order to understand these behaviors, we have to talk about it, so let's get on it right away. We're going to talk today about the cycle of abuse, all right? And the cycle of abuse, I'm just going to go over it with you real quick. It always starts with the love bombing, all right? And we're going to talk more about that. Then it heads into the devalue, all right? And then it goes into the discard, all right? So what are these things? Why does it matter to you? Again, understanding the terminology is going to help you understand the behavior, which is going to help you understand more about these people. The more you understand about these people, the more you can get them the hell away from you, because honestly, they're doing nothing but sucking your energy. They are taking away from you and they're preventing you from living your best life. Not so much. Is that what you're saying to me? Oh, it's not that bad? Really? Because number one, you're here right now, okay? And the things they do are really shitty. You don't have to put up with that. There are good people out there. There are people who are going to love you, okay? Not everybody is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody is flawed, all right? But people shouldn't come to you in a broken condition. And if they are broken, it's not your job to fix them. It's not your job to make them better. They have to do that work themselves, and you have to work on yourself. With that said, let's talk about these terms. The first thing that we have is the love bomb. All right, that's when you first meet them, and if it's a friendship situation, they become your BFF right away. If it's a romantic situation, they are going to be the ones telling you how beautiful you are, how much they want to take you away from a situation. They want to marry you. Maybe they will say whatever they think you want to hear. And that also goes with your personality. You're going to see that either if it's a friendship relationship or if it's a romantic relationship. Often you're going to see that where they kind of mimic your behavior. Incidentally, that's called mirroring, but we'll get into that later. So after you go through the love bombing with them, oftentimes then you'll go through the devalue. Hasn't happened yet? Thumbs up. What are you doing here then? You're in a situation where everything is perfect, right? There's nothing wrong with your relationship, so how the hell did you find this? You're in the devalue stage. Okay, so they're making you feel like shit. That's what they do. They'll make you feel like shit. They'll bring up things that at one time they were saying the exact opposite. All of a sudden, the fact that you like to wear your hair in a side ponytail, which they totally thought was cute when you met them, is so ridiculous, and it's embarrassing when you guys go out. Some shit like that. They turn on you. And everything becomes your fault. You did it. Nothing's good enough. And quite frankly, it sucks. Fortunately, it's usually followed by the discard, okay? They'll just dump your ass. Or if it was a friend, they'll just ghost you. Or they'll get a new BFF. And it will happen like overnight. They're really good at that. It's because actually, usually they keep side supplies. That's like a thing too. I mean, these people, they have a system and they're all the same. But once you learn about it, Super cool. Super easy to navigate them. Unfortunately, because I said fortunately, usually it's followed by the discard, and that is a good thing. If you can be dumped by one of these people, you are the luckiest person on the planet. They feel like they win. When they come back, which they will, because that's what happens, we'll get there. Let's talk about when they come back, because they will. They will. And if you manage to leave them, which really I don't recommend, I truly recommend just let them get rid of you. Okay, when you figure it out, just stop putting any effort into it at all and just let them get rid of you, because it's less work than if you get rid of them. Because if you get rid of them, then they have this injured ego. And when they get their injured ego, that's a whole nother video. If y'all want to hear about that, put a comment down below. All right, so unfortunately, they'll let you go with the discard, but then they'll hoover. Like the Hoover vacuum cleaner, they'll come back and they'll suck you back in. They'll use any method necessary. They'll sweet talk you. They'll do whatever it takes to get you back into their fold. Why? Because they own you. They have a sense of entitlement. They feel like you're just their property and they have no regards for you. These are seriously sick, wounded people who cannot be changed and will not be helped. One of the things they'll use while hoovering you and sucking you back in, they like to enlist the help of the flying monkey. Just like the Wizard of Oz and the Wicked Witch, how she had her flying monkeys to do her bidding, so do the toxic people. They'll send in a friend who's a mutual friend to encourage you to take them back. They will have that friend tell you what they've been doing and deliver information just to hurt your feelings. It might not even be true. They'll tell you that your ex is now dating somebody new, or your mother isn't the same without your attention and your love. They're flying monkeys. They're doing the bidding of the toxic person. And unfortunately, they should be held in the same regard in your life as the toxic offender. They are a toxic offender. All we can do about these people is try to understand what to look for, realize that it's not our fault, forgive ourselves if we get entangled with one, and try to resist like crazy. They put on a really good show sometimes. Let's just go over this one more time. Toxic terms, part 1. The cycle of abuse, you're going to have the love bomb, followed by, which is where they love on you and you're the best thing ever. Followed by the devalue, when all of that wasn't real and they hate you. And then there's a discard, where they'll get rid of you, they'll ghost you, they'll do whatever, and then they'll hoover you. And try to suck you back in with the use of flying monkeys, little go-betweens. And the reason for that, the hoover, is so that they can do it again. And then again. And then again. Hence why we call it the cycle of abuse. It is an ongoing cycle. It is something that you can expect to deal with for your entire life. Best thing you can do is try to ignore them. Realize that you're better than that. Realize that your life is worth more than worrying about what's going on, because they'll fuck with you. And they'll never leave you alone. You'll never get any peace or quiet. You might, like, for a short period, but really, as long as you're around, the cycle will continue. I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you found something helpful in here. Once again, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you found any interesting information in here. I do intend to go ahead with a Toxic Terms Part 2 coming up soon. If you have anything else that you'd like to talk about or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you don't feel comfortable with leaving a public comment, I do have a private email, which is AuthenticEmpath@outlook.com. You can also find me over on Facebook at Authentic Empath or over on Instagram. There's also a feature here on YouTube where you can message me right through here. So if you have an urgent question, there you go. Hopefully you found some type of value in this video. I wish you the best of luck, and we're doing this together. Be sure to check out some of my other videos, some tips and tricks on how to get through it. Also, do remember, forgiveness is super duper important. Forgive yourself, but also forgive your offender. Holding out excess baggage is going to do nothing but slow you down in life. So, even though it sucks, do your best to forgive. You'll thank yourself. Love and light. Woo!